What it is basically the 3-bar cycle starting on 1 and starting on the E's and on the Ands in 4-bar structures. Okay? So you're going to work on it in several ways, of course, as usual, in a group section and in an ensemble section. The first thing you need to do, again, is let's review the grooves so you can get a hold of what's going on. And the first bass groove you need to do is our famous groove with the bass drum playing the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you'll notice what I did there was I played it in a 4-bar phrase. In the first song, we tackled it in the beginning with 3-bar structure, like it is naturally. It naturally resolves after 3 bars. Now, the key is to expand it to 4 bars, 8 bars, because most music is written in 4 to 8 bar structures. Very seldom you find a song written in 3-bar structure. So you just have to add 1 bar at the end of the cycle. And this song is a perfect opportunity to learn how to do that. The more you have 4-bar structures embedded in you, the easier it's going to be to extend the 3-bar cycle. 8-bar structure is the same thing. You just have to practice it until you know where it's going to end. On the B section of the tune, I go over to the ride. The 3-bar cycle is now going to start on the E. 1 E and 2 E and that's the end, right? And I just kind of have an open, kind of jazzy approach to it. It sounds something like this. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Instead of playing a backbeat all the time, what this does is opens up the groove, opens up the song, makes it sound real flowing and moving. This sets up a chorus, which is just kind of a semi-samba funk thing again, but mostly funky. And in the chorus, you have, of course, this extra bar of 2. Check out the chart real carefully, because on the extra bar of 2, you have those figures that you're supposed to hit. Solo section. In the solo section, you have a couple of things going on. You have the 3-bar cycle vocabulary applied to solo. In the background, you're going to hear a keyboard groove. That's going to outline cycle for you. Okay. At first, you want to have a listen to this part because it's pretty complex. To solo around this phrase takes a lot of practice, and the more that the cycle is embedded in you and the musical timeline structures are embedded in you, the easier it's going to be to solo like this. Now, you have hits also, big hits that you're going to want to catch at the end of the phrase. Close look at that as well and make sure you catch those hits. What this does is that it ensures that you know where you are in the timeline structure, whether it's 4 or 8 bars, while you're soloing. It's very important. It's very bad if you soloing and get lost. Other musicians will not like it if you are lost and you're trying to do this type of stuff. So very important to always know where you are. All the vocabulary I'm doing is based off of the 3-bar cycle. I'm extending it, of course, to 4 and 8 bars but this song gives you really a great chance to experiment with the type of vocabulary. All the permutations and variations of the cycle are going to provide a huge amount of vocabulary for you, and when you play like this, you basically never run out of ideas. If you ever find yourself, playing a gig and wondering what fill should I do next, or I'm bored of this lick that I do all the time, that means that you're probably playing in binary feel all the time. What I mean by binary is using only a limited amount of subdivisions, 8th notes, 16th notes, stuff like this. With this in mind, with playing off cycles, your vocabulary becomes infinite. The things you can do when you start to vary voices and use permutations, all of this phrasing becomes infinite, and you can never run out of ideas. There's a beautiful mathematical concept and graphic design, which is called the Mandelbrot set. If you have a look on Google, Mandelbrot set, look at those graphics. That's kind of what rhythm is like. That's the thing that inspired me to get more into this type of phrasing. Of course, it's in jazz drumming and in African drumming. It's very common in those genres. But in funk, to really make it happen, you have to think it out and see how everything works. Okay? To get the full concept down using 3-bar cycles, make sure to check out my online lesson section. Play this song over and over until you have it memorized. It's better to have it memorized than reading off the chart. Of course, at first you're going to have to read it, but play this song over and over. The more this type of phrasing is embedded in you, the more it's going to come out and you're playing naturally. Okay? Paradigm Prism. Let's give it a shot.
Riskieren Sie nicht, Ihre Fotos und Videos zu verlieren. Mit diesem innovativen